purpose with his army.
In my eyes, this is a map where you don't want to be going fast mutas, where roach plays are very strong, where any big Zergling Baneling play is very strong, because 3 bases are comfy, but getting to a 4th base is nearly impossible. Let's head into game 3. He was on the ropes in game 2, but he's managed to tie it up. Can he secure a win in game 3? CM Storm Polt! And his opponents, reputed to be the strongest Zerg in Korea. Can he prove it again today? From Unjin Stars, it is Soulkey! Talk about a tense final map for a final game. You know, most players, in the 15 plus years I've been playing StarCraft, I've consistently heard that the most nerve-wracking part for any player is the first 5 minutes of the game, where you just don't quite know what he's doing. You don't want to lose to some goofy cheese or some surprise 10 pool or a cannon rush. But once you get to late game, that's where the comfort begins. But I mean, on Derelict, it's hard to ever get to late game.
And you can't even really scout for proxies on this map. I mean, there's so much space to take a single drone and look all over. There's the 3rd base location. There's above the 3rd base location. There's the 4th base location. There's the middle of the map, the top, the middle, the bottom. It's just not practical to search everywhere. So Soulkey has to kind of cross his fingers saying, okay, I don't think there's something going to come at me.
Cross his fingers, hope to not die. Very fast extractor, smart play from Soulkey. Doing a similar opening to the last game, saying, hey, this is a huge open map. I need Zergling speed immediately. I want to be able to deal with Hellions, Reapers, anything that will deny my 3rd base. Polt, if it worked once, it'll work twice. And let's just forget about game 1. He's going to open up Reaper. Very fast reactor and fast command center.
But Soulkey should not forget about game 1. I mean, that was a great way to open up just Belshir Vestige. Normally we say Belshir Vestige is a bad map for Zerg. It's so hard for them to take the 4th base. Yeah. Thereby meaning they can't really go to that high tech. If it is high tech, it's not nearly as strong as we've seen it on you know, that huge gas swing over where they just go 5 to 10 ultras at a time. And that's going to be a little bit tough for Polt to kind of swallow that pill. Yeah. But Soulkey has a prepared build that can take him out.
First things first, Reaper always scouts. Did you get gas? He sees a wiggly pool. Denotes that is a fast metabolic boost research going down. So that does mean that Polt, he might try to be cheeky and pick off a single drone, but he's going to immediately play on the back defensive footing. These watchtowers are useless in the opening game. They're not going to cover any valuable territory. So these Reapers are going to be sitting back at home doing very little. Polt is going to begin to explode out once he has those Hellions and bunker up for defense. But again, this is a very tight time for a Terran player.
I love this. Polt in game number 1, he saw that there were no gas up, and he didn't even put down a bunker. Now, in game 2, he saw that there was a fast gas, so he puts down a bunker around 5 minutes, 5 to 5:30. And that prepares against the 6-minute metabolic boost that's popping out right now. Yeah, that's just like an important way to play out the matchup.
Oh, I mean, that timing you're talking about, Andre, is the fiercest early game Zergling timing that Zerg has at their disposal. It strikes, look at this, Zergling speed is going to strike 10 seconds before the Hellions pop out. You can easily cut down an unsuspecting Terran, but of course we're seeing Polt be very cautious. He still is rallying back into his main. Little adjustments to help him reduce those loss percentages in key games, but Soulkey is doing the Zerg norm. 6-minute 3rd base, 3 queen defense, Zergling speed as well.
Kind of surprised. This kind of feels like he's going into Mutant Baneling again. And we were talking about how roaches dominate the mid-game stage. I mean, they're able to take advantage of so many fast 3rd bases from Terran. Even if you're just going like 10 of them, you're going to delay that economy so much from the Terran that you a lot of times will just take the advantage that way indirectly.
And Polt is...
Getting into the base, doing a little bit of damage to the SCVs in the natural now, attacking the SCVs at the gas line. We'll be able to take off probably one SCV, but honestly, Soulkey, he had a map hack beforehand. He knew exactly what build Polt was doing before.
Yep, Soulkey installed a skill hack before the game began. Working very well.
Double evolution at 720. So still geared up to do some sort of 11-minute timing if he wants to go to roaches still. But he does need to get that roach one and layer down ASAP, but I don't think we're going to see that. We're just going to see Mutiling Baneling.
Soulkey, again, is likely only going to lose 2 Overlords in this point. Other Overlord is still quite far back. Reaper, Hellion, Denial, loving Soulkey's build. It is the gold Zerg standard. Get the 1-1 upgrade started as fast as possible for the Zerglings. And then just drill all the way up to Mutalisks and rely on straight management, but Polt is going to lose a single Hellion. Soulkey's so good at picking up those small advantages without overcommitting.
Definitely a good trade there. From here, third command center goes up, double medevac on the way, and Soulkey already preparing the Baneling nest. Wow, look at this. So he's gone for a Baneling nest, so many drones. And where is he? Is he on lair tech? No, he's still on hatch tech.
What?
So this is just a hard defend with Zergling Baneling. He's looking to overmass his opponent. And from here, just take so many drones in the early stages that he's going to have just an amazing economy.
A 9-minute layer. That is an extremely, extremely late layer. The Viking is staying active. Although it isn't killing Overlords, it is confirming to Polt that there is nothing scary in mid-map. And picking up key vision like this, where are the lifts? Unload fast. It looks like the bunker.
This is an awesome attack because the medevac drop is normally taking every single unit out of the natural, out of the main base. So for Polt to actually execute something like that, he has to basically be defenseless. That's why Zergling attacks are great.
Lift it. Ooh. Baneling's coming down. Soulkey.
He sees it.
He sees it, but is he going to react to it? It looks like Soulkey did the thinking for him and said, nope, this attack ain't going to happen. Viking still scouting around. But what does Polt have in store here? It looks like he's going to be doing a push. What's the link count at? Whoa, 42 with 16 more en route. Mine's got to burrow fast, and it is not going to be down in time. That is a devastating blow to the success of this attack. Polt is going to have to hot pick up and head home.
Completely shut down. When you're doing this type of finesse play, Soulkey is just looking to overpower you every attack. And now that he has the 1-1 finishing, there's no way that Polt will be able to get good connections, good cost efficiency in this upcoming fight.
An amazing angle here from Soulkey, who's going to be able to pick all this off. A nice pickup from Polt, but Soulkey is getting the better of each one of these exchanges, and the fact that all his tech's late hardly even matters. He's going to be able to start 2-2 before 1-1, getting the Viking as well. I mean, Polt has to pull some miracles.
And look, like all the major upgrades are being upgraded right now. 1-1 has finished. He needs 2-2, but centrifugal hooks, burrow is being researched. It's such an important upgrade on this map in particular because there's so much distance you have to traverse. You can punish Terran players for not always scanning, reducing their economy as much as possible.
Polt is being very on point with these hot pickups, getting out of there just in time. Got to be careful to keep the medevacs alive, though. Third command center has not yet landed. Ooh! What a nice push. Look at Soulkey with the answer. These units originally for defense, now heading straight out on the offense. See you later, SCV line.
Where the Baneling's going to go, they're still waddling all the way over. Will they get the right connections? You can see 1-1 has finished for our Terran player. Baneling splitting apart. Zergling's being just tearing apart 15, the SCV
16,
line.
17, 18 workers are down.
52 harvesters to 67 right now, day 9. This is looking so good, but the counterattack over in the bottom middle side, is it going to be prepared? Banelings and Zerglings there to defend.
I mean, Polt now is just going to begin to set himself up for where he thinks his opponent will take a forward. Soulkey already going to the much safer top left position. 5 Mutalisks, 6 Mutalisks under production. None are out yet. Most of that gas was spent on upgrades and Banelings, so wow, Polt is not looking good at all in this position. Soulkey has played fantastically.
We've seen in the past that Polt gets really far behind in a lot of games, and end game, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he's behind in expansions or units. He just somehow comes back with the engagements. Yeah, as long as Polt goes to 200-200, he'll have a chance. It's
like Polt misunderstood Artosis. When behind, get more ahead. That's how Polt plays.
It's a nice little pickup.
Single medevac falls, 138 to 150. Looking at the Army worker supply, we see that Soulkey has a drone lead, but the Army supplies are neck and neck. This is so uncommon to actually be able to pierce deep into the main base, but is it only 8 mutas? Uh-oh. Soon to be only 7 mutas.
2-2 has finished for our Zerg player over here. Now, he doesn't have the economy to really drill into the defenses of our Terran player, but I mean, he definitely has cost-efficient engagements, and I think he's just going to take his 4th and 5th base and stabilize because of that. But it still will be hard just fighting off creep.
An excellent hit. 15 Zerglings picked with a single mine.
And you can't really continue attacking there. It's so risky too. Another Widow Mine placed in a great position for the retreat. Really get a good connection on these.
This is how Polt plays this game out. Polt has not even suspected this top left expansion. This is his presumption that Soulkey had a late 4th because of all those attacks early on. Polt always spots everything, but did he notice in time? Did he notice? Did he notice? Needs to live, and an excellent last second pickup. Down at the front, though, the Mutiling is picking off the medevac, so.
And nice Widow Mine shots, too. And also, the Mutas cleaning up the Widow Mines is so important for this. But the 4th base, or what Polt thinks is the 4th base, still hasn't been saturated right now. If Polt ever scans that, he'll be like, oh, I'm still okay. It's 3 base against 3 base because my opponent hasn't been able to saturate. But a huge swing in.
Mines connect at the front line. More Marine Marauders join in. And what a reinforce from Polt. Excellent splits.
Perfect.
Shuts down the counter swing.
Absolutely perfect. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better fight with the Marines and Marauders being completely surrounded. If the reinforcements didn't show up at that time, he would have been crushed in that fight. But Soulkey, I mean, he's still pushing his opponent back. Yes, that wasn't the most cost-efficient engagement, but he's already going up to his, what is that, the 5th, or excuse me, the 9th and 10th gases over here in the bottom middle. He is also teching over to Hive. Again, a great Widow Mine hit.
Baneling Burrow, and will they connect? Barely, no. But I mean, no doubt Polt is going to soon be scanning up on the high ground, trying to pick this force apart. Mine slowly getting whittled away. Very nice plays here. Polt terrified to engage too aggressively, but he's going to have to pull back soon. Mines do more damage to Polt than to Soulkey's force. Where are the reinforcements from Polt?
Yep, they are there, but is it going to be enough? He's going into more Widow Mines. Baneling's just getting shut down. Another great hold for Polt, and now he sees the top left-hand expansion. It says, oh no, that's not a good position, but 3 burrowed Banelings can complicate things if there's ever any attacks in the bottom left-hand corner. Polt now taking his 4th base in the top middle, so he's looking to equalize. Finally went and scanned that Zergling underneath. What?
No!
What? No way!
Oh, God, my heart! Oh! All right, this is going to be a game changer because Polt has been hanging on by the skin of his teeth. Both players are so close to max.
Oh, nice Widow Mine.
Polt picking off everything, and a scan! At the last second, and an answer up at the top side. Suddenly things looking a little bit dicey for Soulkey.
The main engagement is going pretty well so far for Polt as he has his Widow Mines in place. Will be able to fend this back. But the attack in the top left-hand corner, that's where Polt's real advantage comes. Will he be able to take out this expansion? That will be key in taking out Soulkey.
Well, it is at half-life. And no, the Zerglings arrive just in time. Polt unable to deny. Scans shove a little farther south. This is an elimination game. Oh no! Oh, the rally for Polt leaving so much back. Never mind, he's in good shape. And of course, this is an elimination game. Whoever loses this is out of the grand finals. Whoever wins goes on to the deciding match in Group A. A tense final bout. 10 geysers for Soulkey. He's getting 3-3 upgrades. He is getting the adrenal gland for Zerglings. There is no Ultra Cavern here yet. Uh-oh, +3 attack almost done for Terran.
Pushing on in, this +3 timing is going to be so important. He has a long time until it finishes. Sees a lot of Marines on the top. Muta's not in position to deal with that bottom middle attack. He needs to be over there. There's a lot of Zerglings and Banelings, but they can never defend against the pickup.
Muta's not in the best position. And it looks like Polt is going to get the opportunity to do some intercepts here.
Attacking the bottom. Just small little engagements. Oh, nice Baneling connection. Excuse me, Widowmine connection.
Mutalisk doing their best to pick up any reinforcements. The Baneling count right now at 28, not particularly high, but the Muta count at 27. That is very high. The main base is vulnerable. How will Polt answer? He's going to be losing reactors. Oh, what's that spell? Oh, Fun Day Monday. Contaminate going down on the barracks. Turrets rapidly falling. What is Polt's answer?
He still hasn't moved at all. Now finally getting units into the main base to defend. A lot of Marines swinging over from that 4th base in the top left-hand corner. There's still an ample defense against these
Polt
Mutas.
has so many units spread in so many places, but he's not recognizing fast enough.
Great multitasking from our Zerg player Soulkey. Still, the bottom middle force has not moved at all. Whoa, this is a little scary. And now trying to activate some of the Baneling shots, or the Widowmine shots rather.
Well, Polt's starting to get into some hot water. He's lost his ability to shove down at the south side. His production is astounding. Ultralisk is getting upgraded. Polt needs to push fast, but he has lost many add-ons in his main base. Big line of Marines heading down south.
So are the Mutas. Mutas are ready to engage against this, but the Mutas still want to be out on the map so that Polt isn't just shoving down with his entire army in a single place. When you have the 200 battles, it's not going to work out normally for the Zerg. We'll find out.
Oh, the Mutalist did eat a mine shot. 13 Banelings, all that remain.
Great connection so far, and Muta swinging from behind. The Medivacs need to get out of there.
And it looks like Soulkey will try to chase them down. He's got to be careful. Mines and Marines are sprinting to meet them. This is looking all but lost for Polt, but he has not given up yet. He's getting ready to make the big counter at the top left. Mutalisk will annihilate this planetary fortress, but this is almost what Polt needs. The Mutalisk in the wrong place. The top left will fall.
A big boom. Polt in a great position now. It's swung. 3rd base now under attack, though. This is going to complicate things. Polt is only on basically 1 base economy because of this. This top-middle expansion is his only healthy mining base. Contaminate going down on top of the Orbital Command Center. Now swinging into the natural, swinging into the main. Soulkey doing any damage.
Making very ballsy plays, moving all the way up with his Mutalisks. Soulkey's running just as low on money as Polt is. This 3rd is running dry, natural out, main out. If this 4th goes down, ooh, Soulkey with some missteps of his own.
Yeah, that could be bad. But denying this expansion is really important. Both players are just trying to stay alive at this point. Both of them at 200, 200. Nice.
Uh-oh. Polt's desperately sprinting back. That planetary is getting awfully low on health, but Polt's decided that he needs to hit the bottom.
Oh gosh, and Ultras are out!
Good position here for Polt. He has this ridge that he can exploit. He's going to pick off these Ultras if he can kite them quickly enough.
Banelings, though, they might be able to connect. Widow Mines are getting...
Oh my god, the Marines get obliterated by a mine shot.
And everything gets cleaned up. Ultras now working on that planetary fortress in the bottom right-hand corner. Medivac's getting pieced apart. And now going in for the SEV. Soulkey playing so well.
Soulkey takes it down.
The 3rd base gets ravaged. Ultra is still up and about. They can easily be transfused. Orbital Command Center being taken out, and a drop at the 3rd base.
Polt's got to be careful. Polt is splitting himself so thin right now. Baneling, greet the Marines.
Soulkey is everywhere, man. I mean, Polt, we see him splitting up and defending against all these different pushes, but as soon as it's scouted, the Medivacs are dealt with promptly, and only 10 SCVs are making up the income of Polt's economy. 440 minerals per minute, that's not looking too good. He can't even produce off of all of his structures. Polt is just looking for a good engagement, 200 out of 200 to 137 supply, and Soulkey now pulling farther and farther ahead.
In this position, Polt is just relying on a one final fight where all his units are grouped together. But is Soulkey ever going to allow that? Absolutely not. Looks like Soulkey is gearing up to do a push of his own up at the top side while the main base is under duress. And look, the timing could not have been better. The forces are getting ready to join together at the 4th.
Now Meadalist swooping on in. Ultra is able to do damage, but the Banelings are the ones that are going to be killing every SCV.
But look at this. Polt is still holding reasonably well, but he loses his expansion. Where are the rest of the forces? Polt, oh no, does have 50 Marines on the map. Mines scattered everywhere. What does Polt do? His income is down to nothing.
4 Ultralisks, 5 Banelings, and 10 Zerglings out in the way. Still a maxed army for Soulkey. He just needs to get a couple more Overlords expanded to the bottom middle. I want to say it's going to be very tough, but if you look at the army supplies, it's 102 to 121. Anything can still happen with some great kiting and Widow Mines. And if you look, it's geared up perfectly for this last attack. There's no creep to the 4th and 5th base for this one isle. So Polt can still make this happen. He needs to dig deep, though.
He needs perfection. He needs every mine to hit perfectly. He needs every Marauder shot going down on Ultralisk. The mines are starting to get in position, and it looks like their connections are going to be okay at this point, but the transfuses are strong. We're seeing splits from Polt every which way. Ultralisk number is
Fungal growth.
11. Oh, Fungal!
Dominating Polt. He cannot micro out of this. GG! Soulkey will advance on.
The first player eliminated from the grand finals is Polt, falling to the WCS Season 1 Korea champion Soulkey narrowly in a 2-1 series. But Soulkey's not out of the woods yet. He has to go on to face Startail Hack in the final of Group A.
Very aggressive Terran versus Zerg.